Welcome to the Green Bay Trail. Good afternoon, everybody. I am coming to you this afternoon from the city of Glencoe, Illinois. It is at this location that I'm going to ride the Green Bay Trail. This is Lake Cook Road right here, which divides Lake County from Cook County. We're headed into Cook County here at the very top of Cook County in Glencoe in the northern end here. Back over this way is the southern end of Lake County. If we were to follow the Robert McClory bike path up, we're pretty close to the Ravinia Theater. Earlier this year, I rode on the Robert McClory bike trail, which stretches the entirety of Lake County. If you guys are interested in checking out what lies to the north of this point on the Robert McClory bike trail, go ahead and click that info card above. All right, so let's take a look at this trail on the map. So according to All Trails, the round trip here is going to be just over 18 miles, but it doesn't include just the trail. There's a couple extra things I wanted to see. One of which we'll see when we get back to this location at the end. I'm going to check out what this connector through the Chicago Botanic Garden looks like. It's one of the things I missed on the North Branch Trail, so I'm interested in seeing what that looks like. I was also looking for a spot to see Lake Michigan, so I have no idea if I'll actually be able to see it from here, but this is one of the things, looking in satellite view, I figured that this might be a decent spot. When we get down to the end, we're pretty close to that temple over here, which is architecturally really cool looking. So I definitely wanted to check that out. The only times I've ever seen that is if I'm driving on Sheridan Road. So I've never actually stopped and actually been able to take a good look at this temple. So, and then we're going to make our way right back to where we are. So this is new ground for me. I've never been on this trail. The entirety of this ride is in Cook County. I'm expecting, based on the areas that we're going to be riding through, that it should be pretty well maintained, although you never can tell with some Cook County trails.
It's shout-out time.
A shout out to Brian Sivley, who recommended that I give the Green Bay Trail a try. And a shout out to Mr. Stones, who always has valuable insight on rail trails. I am super eager to get started, so let's check out the Green Bay Trail. I parked at the Braeside Metro Station. I did not see a restroom there, so it was a welcome sign to find Duke Park here has a big porta potty. Also of interest here, I see this little fenced off area with like little train tracks. I don't see a train though. Pulled over to check out this pretty massive sculpture. As always, when given an opportunity, let's take a moment to recognize Old Glory, waving in the breeze, as she should. All right, so we're coming up on Park Avenue right up here, which is this street here. So their signage saying Glencoe Beach is down this way over here matches what I did on this specific route. So hopefully we'll be able to check out Lake Michigan from another vantage point. Well, as you could see, after those three really big hills, I was able to make my way all the way down to Lake Michigan here. To our south, you could see the Bahá'í temple. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm imagining that this beach is pretty much like the beach at Lake Bluff, meaning that when it's summer, you can't come down here for free. That would be my guess. But as we are in early November, not an issue to get down here today. A beautiful fall day here. All right, so we're back here at the Glencoe Park District's Veteran Memorial Park. Well, as you saw, we went down to the lake. That was a success. Definitely worth checking out. Cool views. I'm used to seeing the city in a lot of them, so it was kind of cool to be a little north of that. So at this point, we're just going to get back on the trail and keep heading south. All right, so we basically made it to the end of the trail here. We're at the corner of Greenleaf Avenue and Poplar Drive. If we follow the signage east to the lakefront this way, the sign indicates that bikes may use the full lane. That's the way we're gonna go anyway to check out that Baha'i temple, because the route that I planned was down Greenleaf, then we have to go over a couple blocks to get over the water here, and then it's right up here. So let's check it out. Well, as you saw, I made my way all the way around that Baha'i temple. And then there was like an underpass for pedestrians. So we went under Sheridan Road. And then not right now, we're right at Lake Michigan. I looked at the sign. They definitely don't want you riding through any of this. So I'm going to honor that. Just pulled over to get a quick picture. All right, so we are back on the southern end of the Green Bay Trail. Here, intersection here is Poplar Drive and Wilmette Avenue. There's a Panera Bread over this way. So definitely an excursion worth doing. Very easy to ride down these side streets here. This was very low impact here. Definitely worth checking out. At this point, we're just gonna start making our way north, back towards the top of this trail. As a boy who grew up in the 70s and 80s, two things would be absolutely certain. I'd be a huge fan of John Hughes movies, and I'd have a deep love for John Williams scores. If you add that to my love of movies filmed in the Chicago area, well then, we've come to my next detour. Let's check out the Silver Tuna.
671. Now. And that's the one, Marvin. That's the silver tuna.
All right, so that does it for the Green Bay Trail. At this point, with all the little extra riding, the bike is saying I did 20.2 miles. All Trail says 19.78. The Green Bay Trail is really awesome. In fact, I'm looking forward to next year to ride it again. It'll be interesting to see how many restaurants and bars we'd have access to once those places get their outdoor seating back out with good weather. You could definitely see Lake Michigan. We did a couple diversions off to see Lake Michigan. Definitely worth checking out the Bahá'í Temple. Previously, we had ridden the North Branch Trail. I believe we normally started on Tower Road and then did the loop here, and the loop gets all the way up to Dundee Road. I did not know until after I posted that video that you could continue some. A quick shout out to Wally, who pointed out that I missed this part of the trail. So what we're going to do from here is head down the trail this way over here, which would take us up here, and then we're going to make a left somewhere. It looks like it goes right along the edge of the Chicago Botanical Garden property, so that'll be interesting to see. All right, so we reached the very end here. This is Dundee Road right here. The previous loop we had ridden is on the opposite side of Dundee Road and goes around both ways over here. This map over here shows exactly what we did. The Green Bay Trail would be over here somewhere, and we followed it all the way down. Now we're over here by Dundee Road, and you could see the entirety of the North Branch Trail here, the red trail and the black loop up here, and then the little section that we just did. It definitely looks like it might be interesting to go this way, but unfortunately they make it very clear that they do not want bikes this way, unfortunately. So let me know what you think of the trail in the comments below. If you are familiar with this trail and you know of somewhere cool I should check out the next time we ride it, definitely let me know in the comments below. As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from the Green Bay Trail. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.